Okay, welcome back. I'm still talking with Silk, local artist here, teacher at a university, studied interior design, and we talk about art. We especially talked about NFTs in the last episode, and I was just wondering if everything is art, doesn't that devalue the meaning of art? Doesn't it destroy the meaning of art?
Oh, yeah, more or less. Yeah, more or less. But depends which area of the art. If in the society, I think that's okay. That's okay, because I think that if the society, the art is very flexible, very flexible, and very very is a carryable to everybody. Everybody can catch the art. But in the university or the college, but I have noticed what happened in the Western country, but in China, college means that academy, academic stuff. And if you put the art into the university, you have to do something special with academic stuff. And for instance, I'm a sculptor. I just used to make the installation art and a sculpture. I have to make something unique, and I have to try to narrative and talk something inside in my sculpture, rather than I just make a sculpture and show off my skill. But a lot of people say that, okay, lots of Chinese artists say that if you just make some very empty sculpture without any content inside, that is skill of show off. This is kind of show off, but you have to put something inside. I don't really agree with that, but partly. But in society, it's quite different. You can make anything you want, and it's probably some kids, there's a child, 3 years old, 4 years old, make some painting, make some drawings, very good, it's a treasure. It's very, very beautiful. But that is beyond the art. But we are talking about probably is another level, not very high, but another level. As like we have to talk something with some limitation, or some another words or something. So I think the academic is quite important. It's very issue in the artwork now.
So if I understand you right, everything is art, but then there are other criteria on top that qualify good art from bad art. Could I say it like that?
But in society, it's okay. You can see that, okay, the art is good, the art is bad. But another side, I have to say that what is good, what is bad.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Do you think, in your opinion, what do you think? Do you think which one is good, which one is bad?
So I think there is bad art, and bad art comes especially to the fore when the artist ideologizes his pictures, has too much of a loaded meaning that he cannot control, and it becomes superficial in a sense. So for example, if we look in this picture here, I'm not sure what it means. So we see here the bomb falling into the mouth of whatever it is. And it's not like some hippie stuff that tells us, oh, we shouldn't have war. It may be true, we shouldn't have war, right? But the artist does not tell me immediately, here, this is what you have to follow, this is what you have to do. It somehow raises conceptual questions, right? And the conceptual questions is here they are just brought to the fore by a agglomeration of different subjects that somehow stand together and produce new contexts. I can say I feel this is very interesting. So I wouldn't qualify it as bad art. I had to look a little bit deeply into it to say it's really, really good art.
Yeah. What do you think is a good art? But recently, have you saw some good art in Jinan or the internet?
Well, I mean, I don't want to actually say whether I've seen good art or bad art, because some people may get very angry at me. If I
That's
say,
okay.
If I say, no, I haven't seen any good art the last 10 years.
Nobody angry with you, because this is your place.
No, but I know a lot of my friends who are artists. They would be very angry with me. But yeah, I have to admit, I rarely see good art. So what I would say, like, it's really, really good art. That should, however, not disqualify the value of somebody trying to produce. Maybe you can just produce one good art piece in your life, and if you accomplish that, that may be already enough. And all of the other pieces that you produced before, they just contribute in your journey to discover this one piece of art that can, as you say, discover something new, present something authentic, or open up a new space of concepts that we then can use, for example, in philosophy.
Yeah. But I say that in my opinion is a bad art is like, you know, copy or the kitschy. I don't like kitschy. Yeah. I don't like this one, the kitschy, or some I don't want to say that because it's about I don't want to say that, but yeah, it's the bad art.
Would you say this is kitschy? It is. Right?
It's hard to say, but have you heard of one of the Chinese phrase, the 成语, is called 不明觉厉. 不明觉厉 is mean that I don't understand, but probably is very great.
不明觉厉.
不明觉厉.
觉厉.
不明, yeah. 不明觉厉. So I feel like, okay.
So 不明 means I don't know. Right?
I don't know.
And then 觉 does
but
it mean I mean or I feel.
Very 厉害. Very, very great. So probably this painting is like, okay, 不明觉厉. I don't really understand what you're talking about, but probably trying to talk something very implicitly. And I have no ideas, but it's really definitely to one trying to talk something rather than just put a lot of pigment together or stuff together. And yeah, I think the true art is at what you said. So first of all is the philosophy and academic, but I think is a true thing is like if is the painting or the good painting or good artwork exhibit in the gallery, if you watch it physically, I think the good art really makes some very good chemistry with you, and really make you deep thinking something. Even you're just trying to review your life, even something specific and whatever. Just I think the real art is a real just make you think and what's your life, what's true life, what is art, and yeah, it's a kind of it give you a lot of comment with the painting. Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at the next art piece, and you tell me whether it's good or bad.
It's good. Very crafty.
That's very good.
Yeah, it's the
popular opinion says it's good now.
Yeah,
right?
That's a painting by the Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock.
I have seen that as original.
Yeah, really. Okay.
Yeah,
me too.
I think it's in New York.
Yeah, it is. Many is painting in New York or is somewhere else in America.
Or maybe I've seen another one of him. I'm not sure because they look kind of similar. But I think I saw it.
Yeah, it's very large, but his painting is very large. It's kind of very large canvas, but I probably some people don't understand what is painting, but I can give some people just explanation about that. Usually, just the artist just a painting, just put on the canvas something like this. Your artist is the canvas, use brush and painting on the brush or something like this. But Jackson Pollock put the canvas on the floor, and plays the music as the background music, and drinking, of course, that probably half sober, just a little bit drunk, and start to painting with very dripping pigment and color brush, start to do something like this. And he's very interesting. His way of the paint is very interesting because before that, any artist, whatever is the well-known or not well-known, any artist have the painting, he have to touch on the canvas with brush. But differently, what he's doing is he's holding on is the brush and dripping the color on the canvas, something like this. So there's no any pattern of the brush, just a footprint, just only footprint or something. Yeah, but very large. And probably is the one painting he did, but he's finished out the one painting around probably 1 day or 2 days. Actually, very quick compared to another artist who painting very large canvas like this. And he's quite famous and he's very controversial, still controversial in China. And one of the things, a lot of the investor or some people really like his painting, now is a painting is very expensive in auction.
Yeah.
In America.
Incredibly expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive. As far as I know, this painting is called number 12 to 13, and it costs probably 100 or 200 million dollars maybe. Now, is a
It may be. I mean, I think the most expensive is the El Mundi from maybe Leonardo da Vinci. Maybe,
yeah.
and I think this is like maybe 200 million.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
maybe
but I
200
think he's
million.
in the range from 100 to 200
Yeah,
million.
it did.
It also depends. You cannot say, because the really good art paintings, they are already sold, you know? So if he now went to an auction with this painting, it may be way more expensive, you know?
Yeah, but there is of course if I don't want to talk about auction or something because it's more complicated. But we're just talking about the art. I think that is he just offer another opportunity to art area or the artist. It's like, okay, we can do some painting like this. He can do it, and because that painting called is a dripping painting on the canvas. I think it's very unique. I never said it before. I never saw it as the original until in Australia in the interview, the National Gallery. I was like, wow, it's very amazing. Even though it's nowhere big.
Yeah, I must say it leaves a tense impression on you. When I see this painting, by the way, I would say that Jackson Pollock must be very angry.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
He's very emotional. I have to say he's very emotional. But sometimes he's very angry, but sometimes very emotional. And I think he's by the way, but in his background, he got a very addiction alcoholic, and he had to drink while he was painting. He was working, and even in the end, he ended up with the end of the tree because he's driving after drunk, and just come. But a lot of people say that he's committed suicide because at that moment, not only he's a drunkard, but also he just got a lot of depression. So he's made a depression, and he don't want to live anymore. So just drive the car very fast with two girls, just committed suicide. But he hit on the tree. Some people hit on the tree on purpose, and he's dead. But two girls still lived.
He died, and the two girls survived.
Still lived. Yeah, it is. So he's very weird, and he take the seatbelt, but he's but he committed suicide. But
maybe not the nicest person. By the way, this painting is very large. I wonder if I bought that, if I took all my savings and I invested like these $100 million in buying a painting at an auction, I probably couldn't even pay the insurance. But no, I cannot even pay the insurance. That's what I have to say. But like, I wonder what would I do with this painting, because I definitely wouldn't put that into my living room. Like, where would you? Who buys such a painting?
But
you understand what I mean?
If you did it, if you bought the painting, you should roll it for somewhere else. But if you like, I really want to enjoy it, you should roll it up, so you start to enjoy it. But as far as I know, if some people invest yours probably $100 million, probably just you should invest it in Shandong Daxue, right? You really want to buy the university. that is the only painting. A lot of people say that the painting is very not very useful, because the painting is put on your living room or just a bedroom. But
after a week, I would probably also kill myself.
Yeah.
Or imagine that in your bedroom, and you have like a nice romantic guest with you.
Yeah. But
maybe it's good. Maybe you can say, you want to see my painting.
I think if you're a normal person, if the body is kind of painting very, very expensive, the bad painting put on the wall at home, I think he must be careful. Even the open and close the door, because I don't really. Yeah, usually just if you invest the money to buy some kind of painting, mostly just put it in a gallery or something.
Yeah, that's true. Mostly you put it in a gallery.
Yeah.
And you are a rich, benevolent billionaire then. Okay, thank you very much. I don't know how you like the painting. Let us know in the comments. Otherwise, keep watching, subscribe to the channel. Maybe it's a good therapy for you, so maybe you paint more such paintings in a very aggressive manner. Maybe that's a good way of releasing your energy. And if you're very lucky, then you also can sell it for 100 millions. I wish you all the best with that. See you next time. Bye-bye.